Hello and welcome to vBlog number 2, series 2, here in the barn, very close to my house, which as you can see is filled with a lot of hay and old things, which Eduardo and Alexi have artfully put together here in this building. And the reason we're here is because this is soon going to be cleared out, well, in the next kind of month. We're now starting to clear it out, to turn this into my kind of show production rehearsal space, where we're going to be testing out the projections and the gloves and the wireless system and the Heap piano and the Mogees, and everything is all going to be done in here. And there's going to be lots of people, Adam and Ursine and Joanna and Louis and Alexi and lots of people, me, in here working on the rehearsals for the Sparks show at Roundhouse. But I'll talk about that later. So here we are. I have my book of things to talk about. So Heap piano. Let's begin there. So very exciting few weeks. I've been working on Tim Exile's Flow machine. It doesn't have an official name for it, but it's basically the system that he's been using for a few years. He's now working on new software, but I've got a hold of this amazing system, which he's allowed me to use. And for the first time, I've had it in-house and I've got it working with this amazing guy called Ash Dory, who's helped me get it up and running with Tim's permission. And we've been connecting the gloves, the new gloves. These are the new gloves, aren't they beautiful? These are the Mi.Mu gloves. And yeah, it's been very exciting working with these because, you know, before there was like the gloves and there was this thing here and there was the hub at the back and there was wires going in it. But now, and it had a little dongle at the back for Bluetooth to kind of send and receive. But now it's just these. Oh. So that's very exciting. So that's been good. The piano bar has arrived and is working beautifully. I have no idea why Moog stopped making them, or Moog stopped making them. It's really fantastic, so I'm really into that. Bruno Zambolin from Mogees came round and kind of got me stuck into using these microphones and the app connected to that, so I've been having fun with that. And now I've got to try and find a lamp to put onto the Heap piano, which I'm going to play the Mogees. It's going to turn into a Moge lamp. But that will make sense another time. Adam Stark has been working like a demon on the Glover software. So now I'm able to, much simpler, be able to map inside Ableton or map inside Reactor, using Reactor for the Heap piano so far. Very exciting. The Mi.Mu website is now online. So go check it out, mi.mu.org.uk. And there's all the team members on there and little videos and our blog and our news and contact and all kinds of stuff. So please go on there. And we've got a great forum up there as well. So thanks to Alexi, Michalek and Eduardo Fitch, who've put that together, and it's really brilliant. So that's good. Hooray! We didn't get our Kickstarter money. It is sad, but it's also good in some ways, because really we had amazing press, incredible press. The word just got around, and what we did find, which is what we really needed, actually more than anything, really, not that we don't appreciate everyone, you know, pledging and you know, kind of getting involved, but what we really needed to take us to the next stage is actually find those kind of top pledge collaborators that we're going to work with now over the next 6 months to take us to the next stage, which will be to try to get these things manufacturable, so that to make them a bit more affordable for those people who want to buy them. So that was that's what's happened. So we've taken about 10 of those collaborators have given us £5,000, thank you, £5,000 each, and are now funding us and the development of the gloves, working with us in the software, with the hardware, and helping us fine-tune these beautiful beasts, hopefully, maybe, to get them ready for manufacture. Who knows, by the end of the year, by the beginning of next year, we don't know. But if it wasn't for these guys, we wouldn't be able to do it. So thank you. And I would also very much like to thank these guys, Dezeen. This is an online magazine, and they focus on architecture and design and interior and beautiful things. It's a really great web publication. And the guy who runs it is this guy called Marcus Fairs, and he has been following the glove project, and he did this really great thing where he came to the house, he filmed me with the gloves, and loads of traffic from the Dezeen web, kind of the Dezeen video, came to the Kickstarter. And actually, if you looked on our Kickstarter, because you can see where all the traffic came from, it first of all came from imogenheap.com, and then it came from Google searches, and then it came directly from the Dezeen page. So massive thank you to Dezeen. And in Dezeen, just a couple of days ago, they launched this book, and I've got to try and find me, but I'm in here with the gloves. Here we go, the gloves. And this is my first published interview. And there's lots of good people here, like Thomas Heatherwick, Ron Arad, Ilsa Crawford, Rem Coolhouse, you name it. I'm there with these guys, yeah. So very exciting. So thank you to Marcus. And he's going to continue following our journey. So keep an eye out on dezeen.com. Okay, Sennheiser. Sennheiser and I have been working towards the audio exoskeleton, which is the kind of audio side of what I do on stage when you see me do Me the Machine, for instance. You've seen me take like audio. I mean, I can take it from my head mic or I can take it from any microphone, but I quite like the idea of having them directly coming from the gloves. So what I've been doing over many years, even pre-gloves, is I'd strap on little wireless microphones onto my wrists, and then I could play instruments. So now I can play instruments and I can capture and loop them and manipulate them just with my hands. So Sennheiser are working with me on getting this together, so that now I'm going to have a wireless pack here and the mic here. It's all going to be on the glove, on the arm. So we're kind of doing this bit and trying to get it so that it draws power from the glove rather than has its own battery pack, so it'll be really small and slick and lovely. So we're going to try those out this week. Very excited. What else? Audio jewellery. So this is another project that I'm doing. See, I'm wearing this because kind of haven't got enough time in my life to do all these projects. So I'm wearing this to maybe it'll kind of draw in time magically from the universe to give me a bit more of it, or help me be more efficient. It's also quite heavy, weighing around my neck this time that I need. Anyway, so audio jewellery. If anyone's seen the Me the Machine video, you'll see me wearing this kind of beautiful bolero that was pieced together by Bex and Rachel Frere. And what it's using is all 3D printed jewellery by this architect come jewellery designer called Igor Snežević. I don't actually know how to pronounce his name. Knežević. He's from Croatia, but he lives in LA. And I got in touch with him as I passed this store called the I Maker store, I think it is, on Farringdon Road. And I found this beautiful bracelet and I fell in love with it, and I got in touch with the designer, and now we're making some stuff together. And it was his idea that I should give him a piece of audio. He would turn that piece of audio beautifully, magically into a piece of jewellery. And when I was talking to him over the phone, I was like, wow, it sounds really great. I'd love to do this as a piece of merchandise for, you know, the tour. Is there any way that we could set up a web kind of portal for people to sing or speak messages or sing messages, and this would be kind of in duet with a piece of audio that would kind of create the main form of the necklace or the glove or the ring, sorry, necklace, bracelet or the ring, and that the voice would kind of thread through the jewellery. So he got on board this guy called Tom Kluskins. There's very lovely names of people that I'm working with. Tom Kluskins, who lives in New Zealand. So we've got this very crazy time that we have to meet when Tom is up at 8 AM, I'm at 8 PM, and Igor is there at 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. 1 p.m. Anyway, it doesn't matter. 12 p.m. And there's a very noisy plane. Sorry. Anyway, so there we are. We're doing this thing. It's going to be great. Tom makes this. He has this thing called the matter machine, which is where you'll see it manifest. And it probably doesn't make any sense, but it's going to be great. And in time, maybe you could even, you know, say, "Will you marry me, Michael?" In a ring, and you can send this to somebody, and it could even be printed in gold or silver or whatever. I'm not asking Michael to marry me. Oh my goodness, apparently I only have 2 minutes left of my 10 minutes, and I've only got halfway down Okay, June. Yes, that's next month, which is very close. I'm going to go, apparently I'm going to be on stage with my Heap piano, the Mogees, the piano bar, Tim's machine, the new gloves, everything perfectly rehearsed, improvising, for the IEO Festival, TED at Cannes and the Founders Forum. And then a week after I get back, I've got to go and do NIME in July with all the gloves team, and I'm going to be trying to perform, I will be performing Me the Machine with the new software and the new gloves, which is more difficult than it sounds, because it means, well, basically Kelly Snook and Alexei Michalek and me are all trying to figure out how to get what I was doing with this very complicated, complex kind of early work system that we'd kind of hodgepodge together to do Me the Machine with, and now turning it into this slick new software, which is we're calling it Glover, and basically getting that one to do what the old one did with the new gloves, and it's not as easy as it sounds. So that's been tearing my hair out. What else? Yeah, Roundhouse, Reverb, now on sale. Brilliant, exciting. I'm trying to decide, well, I kind of have decided on my set list for the Roundhouse show, and it's going to be a celebration of sparks, because I'm now trying desperately to get my album out, even by August. You wouldn't believe what I'm having to go through, and I'm not going to explain it because it's too irritating. But I'm doing everything I can to get the record out. It's just not fair at the moment what's going on, and I'm just trying to not let people get away with things. So anyway, hopefully August it will be out, and basically the Roundhouse Reverb show, the Spark show, will be the album release, I think, and I'm going to try and get it so it's streamed, and it's a streamed live performance. So I want to play all of Sparks, and with the gloves, some of them with the gloves, and then I'll play some old songs, some old favourites, I think with a string quartet, because it is a contemporary classical festival. Contemporary classical meets electronic festival that I've curated, and so I'm going to bring on a string quartet for that. So it's going to be really, really good. Make sure you get some tickets. And the listening chair will also be making an appearance, which is somewhere in this building, somewhere dusting away. We're going to turn the listening chair into the gathering space for people to send messages to the Arboreal Lightning tree, which is beautiful, and we've been working on over the last 2 years with this brilliant architect called Alex Hoare, together with Adam Stark, who's going to be programming it, and John Nussey, who's going to be programming it as well. So it's going to sense you when you walk into the building. It's going to sense that you're there and light up and react with you, and you can sing to it and speak to it, and it will whisper back to you and things like that. It's going to be amazing, and I'm going to be able to interact with it with my gloves, and this is all somehow going to happen by August. And we're going to have it in here, or little bits of it in here, because it's going to be 8,000 feet long, well, all the different strands, and 5,000 addressable LEDs. Wow. So there we go. Oh, but we're kind of relying upon getting some Arts Council funding. So we've just got to find out if we're going to get that. If we don't get it, then we're still going to make it, but it might not be quite so long and have quite so many lights. But it will still be good. So it will be there, whatever. Okay, last but not least, as always, well, tomorrow, actually, my friend Joanna and my friends Joanna and Louis are coming here, and we're going to look at the barn, and we're going to have some lunch, and then we're all going to go off for a social to go and see Daniel Jones' Living Symphony, which is this beautiful piece kind of bringing to life the ecosystem of this forest, where you can wander through day or night and hear the forest come alive in music. It's really, really beautiful. So I'm really looking forward to seeing that with my man. And it's Thetford Forest this weekend, but it's going to be in 4 different forests all around England this summer. So make sure you go, because it's going to be beautiful. And that is it. How did I do? 12. Oh well, I'm getting a bit better. Next week I'll be down to 10, or next couple of weeks. So lots of love. Goodbye from me, and we'll speak to you soon. I've got some big news as well next time, but I'm not going to tell you yet. Okay, goodbye.
Something niggling, feeling I can't quite explain. Online, offline, like I'm not really here. Awake or sleeping, somehow I can't tell the difference. Twilight, outside, dark deep down within.